Okay, hello everybody. Have a good one. Be welcome. Thank you for coming and joining to your English class for today in this beautiful Monday. Well, take a look for the versicle because here we go to Matthew 5:47 is the versicle for this week. And the value is going to be, it's a simple word that is very important for everybody and is great. Great. Okay, let's pay attention to Matthew 5:47. And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? You know, even pagans do that. One more time. And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even pagans do that? Well, this is for the new international version. The value for this week is great. Great. Okay, I want you to pay attention because in Spanish version, in Reina Valera 1960, we have some interesting words. Well, the first one is in Spanish, saludar. It's very similar to the French form because that word maybe has a root from the Latin. But greet in English is written in a different form. It's a different word because this word maybe proceed from the German root. Okay, there is one important thing, but here we have another one. That is the word pagans and not the word gentle. Pagans and gentles. Well, remember we have a little trouble for the translation from gentilis from Latin because currently gentle or gentleness for us is like to saying kind people, a kinder one. But for Hebrew, for use, gentleness or gentle, it's a person that is not part or maybe is not descendant from Jacob's or from Israel. And for every nation that doesn't come from Jacob is or maybe is not one of the 12 son of Jacob or the 12 tribe from Israel, they are Gentiles. Well, for that, for New International Version, is a changing in that word and is using the word pagans because for Hebrew, for Jews, Gentile is like pagans. For us, in the current language, Gentile or gentleness, remember, is a kind, is a synonym for kindness or kind, to be kind with other people. Well, uh, let's pay attention for this word because we're going to study it for the rest of this week. And that's going to be all for the versicle. Okay, now we are going to continue reading and conversation in this class. I need your participation. If we go to the page number 7 and we have one reading and is the title is All About Mary. All About Mary. And we have here a text we are going to read. I need your participation for tonight reading some or this paragraph. And then we have to answer for this question. Okay, we have to pay attention. We have to remember some things about the reading. And first, I need your participation doing a reading. Okay, tell me, who wanna practice for today? Who want to read from this part to this to 10 p.m.? Tell me who is going to practice for now.
I want to practice.
Okay, thank you, Felix. It's time for you. These two paragraphs, please.
This is Mary. She's 11. She's got long brown hair and brown eyes. Her hairs are small and her cheeks are chubby. She get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, has a shower, dressed, and has breakfast. She usually has a toast and coffee. She doesn't like cheese. Then the girl goes to her school. She travels by bus. She has lunch at school with her friends. They sometimes have pizza and milkshake. After the lesson, they play in the park and they like playing after the lesson. Sorry, flying a kite. Mary goes home at 5 p.m. She has dinner with her mother and father. Her mother likes cooking. Mary goes to the bed at 10 p.m.
Okay, thank you so much, Felix. Good done. Well, pay attention because this is simple present tense. Because we are reading about a normal day or maybe a daily routine for this girl. Well, let's go to the next paragraph. I need another student for making the reading for the next paragraph. Is going to read from the girl to vegetables. Who wants to read these two paragraphs? Tell me.
Education.
Okay, David, come on.
The girls, the girls live in the city. There is swimming pool next to, to her house, but her school is far. There are lots of shops and supermarkets in the street. There is a cafe behind her house, and Mary goes there on the weekend with her family. There is a market in front of her house. There are a lot of food. She likes eating watermelon and mango, but she doesn't like grapes. She likes vegetables.
Okay, thank you, Mr. David. Good done. Well, we know more about this girl. Um, let's go to the next part. I need another one more participation for tonight. Who want to practice reading this paragraph? Tell me.
Yo, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Glenda. Please, from now to the socks.
Okay. Now the yours is in her bedroom. It's big. There are two windows. There are two windows. There is a wardrobe in the room and there is desk next to the window. There is a chair next to their desk. No, her room is a mess. There are here things on the floor and there is on sock on the sofa and on sock on the lamp. Her mother is hungry. She says, you can go to the bar, please tidy up your room, put those things in the wardrobe and find the socks.
Okay, thank you, Glenda. Well, let's see. I want to make corrections for your pronunciation for this article, Glenda. You have problem with the pronunciation for this word, and is the article THE, this word. You have to pay attention for this word. For example, I'm going to remark for this paragraph, where is the word? We find one, there is, we have many times THE for this paragraph. And there is another one. And let's see, it's a mess. On, there is another. And on. One more time. One more. And you can go to the park, tidy up your room, put those in. Okay, there is one and one. Pay attention. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times for THE. Well, I like this subject that is reading and conversation, because something important for this part is your participation. And it's great to can listen to you, listen your pronunciation, because it's time to make a change in the way that you are reading. Maybe everybody can make a little mistakes, and we have to correct that mistake. For you, Glenda, remember, THE has two pronunciation. One pronunciation with the schwa sound, like the, with the schwa, the, and the second one, that is the pronunciation that you use for all these, is the, and the. Okay, there we have two pronunciations for this article, the unstressed and the stress. E, E, and the TH, the, the. Okay, when we have to use the and when we have to use the, okay, here is the thing. If the word that I'm going to say, for example, in this case, we say girl, in this case, room, in this case, window, floor, sofa, lamp, wardrobe, and socks. Pay attention for this word, because every word beginning with one consonant. G for this, W for this, F in this case, S for sofa, L for lamp, W for wardrobe, and S for socks. That means that for every word with the THE for this paragraph, you have to use the pronunciation like the girl, the room, the window, the floor, the sofa, the lamp, the wardrobe, and the socks. When we are going to use the pronunciation like the, well, if the word beginning with one vowel. For example, it's easy to remember some words for this, but this is one. We are not going to say that one is the one, because it's begin with one vowel. Or for example, if we say this is the apple, because the beginning for this word is with a. Or for example, we're going to say the auto. Okay, the auto, because it begins with a vowel. Okay, Glenda, it's a question for you. Did you get your mistake?
Okay, teacher.
Are you okay with the correct pronunciation for this THE in the two ways? It's clear for you?
Yes.
Now it's clear. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Thank you for your participation. Let's go to the next part. And the next, tell me who want to practice for the last paragraph. These two, from Mary to Dory.
Me?
Okay, Soriel, come on, we hear you.
Okay. Mary likes doing athletics and playing table tennis. Going swimming is fun, but she doesn't like playing basketball. She's very short. In the summer, Mary would like to go camping with her grandfather. She wouldn't like to help her grandmother in the garden. It's boring.
Okay, thank you so much, Suriel. Good done. Okay, when we finish with this reading, remember the title is all about Mary. And now we know is like, we can say is maybe like to know about her life and is like her daily routine. Well, now we have to answer some questions. The first part is to say is it true or is false. If we don't remember something, well, I'm going to return to the previous page. You can watch, you can read, and then we are going to give the answer. Give the answer. Okay, let's see. Number one, Mary has got short brown hair. Do you remember about the hair for Mary? Well, if we don't remember, try to return and try to read about the hair and tell me, how is her hair?
False.
It's false. Okay, very nice, because it's not short, it's long. For that, we are going to say, okay, this is false. It's false. Just give me 1 second to change the color. We're going to use red color and to change the size for the font. Okay, very nice. Let's go to number two. She has a toast and coffee for breakfast. Do you remember this part?
True.
Okay, it's true. That's true. Okay, maybe you remember in the reading there is this word. There is the word café, a Spanish word, but we can use something like she has toast and café. That is wrong, because a café is a shop. It's a shop. It's the noun for a shop. It's not for the drinking. Well, let's go to the number three. Number three says, the children don't have pizza for lunch. Do you remember this one? Do you think it's false? Do you think it's true?
False.
It's false. We read that Mary and others, maybe her classmates, they go to the pizza. They have pizza for the lunch. For that, this is false. Okay, number four. Her school is next to her house. You remember about it?
False.
It's false, because if you remember,
It's a
there
far.
is far because she has to go by bus. Okay, very nice. Number five, there is a cafe in front of her house. Is true or false?
False.
It's false. Okay, it's not in front. Where is the cafe? Maybe you remember? No?
A swimming pool?
False.
Try to read. Where is the cafe? behind her house. Okay, is next to her house for that. Well, and it says in front. If the preposition is there is a cafe next to her house, well, we are going to say is true. But in this case, it's not in front. It's near to her house. It's next to maybe, but the correct preposition is not, it is not that. It's behind. For saying it's true. Well, number 6. Mary likes mangoes, but doesn't eat watermelons.
False.
For Ulises is false. Somebody else? Let's try to take a look another time for the text. She likes eating watermelons and mangoes. She doesn't like grapes. Okay, for that is correct. What say
True.
is
True.
well, pay attention because it's doesn't.
Okay, false.
It's false. It's false. It's false. Okay, Ulises says it's false and it's correct. It's correct for this part. Well, number 7. There is a desk behind the wardrobe in her room. Okay, let's try to read and try to take a look for that. Is now the girl in her bedroom. What is next to her desk?
Her desk.
It's next to the window.
The desk is next to the window. Okay. And what more is next to her desk? There is a chair.
The chair.
Okay, it's a chair and that is the window, but the wardrobe is not next to the desk.
It's false.
It's false. Okay, we are going to say it's false because it's not in behind. Is we don't know in what part. We only know it's inside the bedroom, but we don't know where. Okay, number 8. Her room is a mess.
True.
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 It's true. Okay, it's true. It's typical for teenagers that. Well, number 9. There is one sock under the sofa.
False.
It's false. Okay, try to take a look where is the sock. There are her jeans on the floor, and there is one sock where? On the sofa, and the other one on the lamp. They are not together. Well, is not under, is on.
False.
Is on. For that is false. Okay, good done. Number 10. Her mom is scared because there is a mess. What do you think?
False.
It's false. She's not scared. How is she?
She is angry.
She is angry. Okay, is different. For that is false. It's a different emotion in this case. Well, number 11. She doesn't like playing basketball.
True.
It's true. Okay. And the last one, she would like to go camping with her grandfather.
True.
True.
True. Okay, nice. Well, here we have from the first part, from number 1 to number 12. But here we have another part. And in this case, we have to choose between A, B, or C. You are going to tell me, okay, it's A, B, or C, the answer. Let's try to pay attention. Number 1, the girl gets up at, we have three options, 8, 7, or 9 o'clock. Do you remember about this part?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, okay. Number 2 says, she goes to school by car, helicopter, or bus?
Bus. Sí.
By bus, okay. Remember, always for, maybe you remember that for preposition, we have in and on, and depending about if we go on public transport or we go in my own transport, like a car, we can use in or on, depending about public transport or personal transport. And if we go using, for example, a bike, a motorbike, a bicycle, we have to use another preposition that is on. Well, for public transport, or well, for mean of transport, we can use in, we can use on. Well, and for that is easy for not make a confusion. Hey, I don't remember if I have to use in a car or in a bus, or the correct is on a plane or is in a plane, or the correct is in a bike or on a bike. If you don't remember about that, well, just use by car, by bus, by train, by whatever mean of transport used by, and it's easy to remember to use just by and not in or on. Number 3, there is a next to her house. Do you remember what is next to her house? We have supermarket, cafe, or swimming pool.
Supermarket.
A supermarket. Okay, there is a supermarket next to her house. Excellent, thank you. Well, let's go to number 4. Number 4 say, Mary doesn't like eating watermelon, potatoes, or grapes.
Right.
Grapes is the correct. Thank you so much. Good done. And one more. The next is going to be number 5. There is a chair. We have the option next to her desk, behind a wardrobe, or under her desk.
Next to her desk.
Letter A, next to her desk. Good done. And the last one is going to be the question 6. The girl mother asks the girl to find the jeans to go to the park to clean the room.
To clean the room.
To clean the room. Okay. Yeah. She
Letter,
asked. Tell me.
letter A, to find the gym.
To find the jeans. Okay. Because I'm not asking to you to clean your room. Maybe we can use another verb. It's like a command. It's like an instruction. Because do you remember? Maybe this. How was the mother? She was She was very what? Scared or angry?
Angry.
She was very angry. She is not asking about, hey, could you clean the room? No, she is ordered. She is given a command. Now do this. But the mother says, hey, try to find your jeans. Try to find your jeans. She doesn't know where is it. Okay, now, will you find your jeans? Will you go to the park? Or could you clean the room? Where we have here one thing that we're going to read in once more time, because in this part we have in this paragraph, her mother is angry. She said, you can go to the park. Please tidy up your room. Okay, that is the question. But who makes the question? The girl's mothers asks the girls. The girl's mothers ask the girl. I think there is a little changing for this question to get it clear and to find the correct answer, because it is going to be something like the girl asks to her mother. That is maybe the expression that we are going to understand in an easy way. The girl's mother asks the girl. The girl's mother asks the girl. Well, we don't get the comprehension for this question because we are thinking in Spanish. And when we thinking in Spanish, we don't understand things that maybe for us is going to be a little rare, or maybe a little weird from English. Well, I'm going to try to explain to you this in another form. For example, for English, people say, si le vas a decir a alguien que te gusta, si esa chica te gusta, entonces tú le vas a decir, I like you. Tú me gustas. I like you. En esta oración 6 ocurre este mismo fenómeno que a nosotros como latinohablantes se nos dificulta un poco, porque nosotros pensamos las cosas al revés de cómo se hacen algunas situaciones en el inglés. Con decir I like you decimos me gustas. Eso es lo que estamos diciendo, me gustas. Pero nótese que cualquiera diría, mire, no debería ser you like me, porque ahí va el tú, el like y el me, you like me. No se dice de esa forma, es una de esas frases incomprensibles, ¿verdad? Digamos, del inglés para nosotros, porque no podemos meterla en esa camisa de fuerza de ese orden. La pregunta acá, si nosotros la leemos con esa lógica, se nos hace extraña, porque es como que la mamá le preguntó a la chica, pero no, en realidad esa estructura lo que está diciendo es que la chica le preguntó a la mamá. Por eso es que les decía, quizás para nosotros es más fácil traducir esa, o mejor dicho, decir esa expresión en inglés como the girl asks to her mother. Y ahí la entendemos mejor, vean, la chica le preguntó a su mamá. Pero es de estas situaciones en el inglés donde se pone en primera instancia a la persona que no está haciendo la acción. Al final de cuentas, la acción está hecha por el último que se menciona. Entonces, realmente esta tiene que ver con la letra B, to go to the park. The girl's mother asks the girl. La chica es la que hace la pregunta y debemos de ir con esa cosa. A veces los teachers dicen, mire, es que el inglés se lee o se traduce de atrás para adelante. En esa aplica esa situación. Igual que el I like you. Si lo vemos así, es como leerlo de atrás para adelante. You like me. I like you. Va con eso, con el you al final y no al principio. No, tú me gustas, no, va al final. Yes, the girl, la chica, va al final, ella es la que generó la pregunta. ¿A quién se la generó? A la que está al principio, a la madre. Well, son de esas cosas que a veces resultan incomprensibles del inglés, ¿verdad? Y que cuando las explicamos así, como estaba viendo unos videitos ahí de TikTok, ¿verdad? De alguien, que al final termina diciendo, ay, estos gringos, ¿verdad? Como que dice, tan complicados que se ponen con ciertas cosas. Well, time is over. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for your participation for today. Tomorrow, we have another class first, God. Please take care and may God bless you. Goodbye.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, teacher.
Thank
Good
you.
night. See you tomorrow.
Until tomorrow. Thank you.